Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Ringside from the Vault exclusive unboxings, this time with two sides of the NWO, with Syxx and the Great Muta.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back to the From the Vault series, this time with Series 7, the Great Muta, and Syxx. But for all your From the Vault needs and a whole lot more, hit up Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And conveniently enough, these are both Ringside Collectible exclusives, and these were both Chase editions in the Monday Night Wars line once upon a time, and not that long ago, Todd McFarlane. Just really earlier this year is what these ones were. So the Vault series being a little bit controversial, as we've talked about before. A lot of us like the idea of the Vault, but we want to see some bells and whistles, some differences, and we want a little bit more of a spaced out set there, because these ones came out not very long ago. I will say, though, a little asterisk on these two. These two weren't the easiest to find in the Monday Night Wars set. So some of those figures harder to find than others, and both of these were Chase editions once upon a time in the Monday Night Wars line. Also Chase editions from the Vault, so you can buy those versions if you want to at Ringside as well. I don't know if I need the Great Muta Chase edition, but I feel like I'm going to need to go back and get the Syxx one, because there is a different head sculpt on these, making it a different figure at the end of the day. So for my completionist brain, probably going to have to pick that one up. Maybe play a little long game. We'll see what happens there. But we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I guess we might as well start with Syxx. We were just talking about it here. This one, fairly hard to get. It took me a while to find the Monday Night Wars Walmart exclusive versions. So I have to imagine if I had trouble finding it, most of you guys out there probably had some trouble finding it along the way. Or maybe not necessarily the regular edition, but definitely the Chase edition. So you have an easier chance to get that now. And once again, I'm going to say it, I would have liked to seen this maybe a year from now, 2 years from now. Let's put a little space in between, as there is a possibility somebody in the store somewhere in the country, this is sitting on the shelves as a Monday Night War one and from the Vault over at Ringside right now. Maybe, maybe not. But there it is, old Syxx. But we got some differences here, different head on this one, and we get a title belt with this one this time. Looks to be the WCW Cruiserweight title. We'll see what it is when we get out of the package. Got the glamour shot, 8 and up, True Effects, Ringside Collectibles, WWE logo up top. Syxx on the side, Syxx on the side, and then on the back, got that cross sell. We're unboxing the Disciple and the Hulkster in a separate video. Check that out, of course, on the channel. Got the tail of the tape, got the blurb. Let's see what it says about our friend Syxx. Height 6'1", 212 pounds. Titles: World Tag Team Champion, WCW Cruiserweight Champion. Did you know Syxx was able to replace Kevin Nash as co-holder of the WCW Tag Team Championship alongside Scott Hall after the NWO invoked Wolfpack rules, much like Freebird rules, apparently. And I totally forgot about that. I don't even remember that at all, but apparently it happened once upon a time. So very interesting to note on there. We got to cut the top of the package on this one. There we go. Let's free the Syxx right here. Nothing too fun in the background there, as we can see. See you later, Shuffle. Goodbye. Plastic prison for old Syxx here. Now, the Chase edition has, I believe, what is it? Thug across the chest? Is that what it is? Living that thug life. It's a dangerous life. Usually doesn't work out for most thugs, is what I've heard over the years. You wind up dead or you wind up in jail. And he's living that thug life up in Minneapolis once upon a time. Let me tell you, there's some thugs up there. You better watch out. Minnesota, not to be messed with. They always say Minnesota nice. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. There's some nicer states. There's some nicer states, let's be honest. And there it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right, plastic prison. Goodbye. Let's dive into Syxx here. And Syxx, for whatever reason, is locked up with a rubber band around him. I don't know. What are we doing here? And it's locked into the abs on this one. I have no idea the reasoning for that, but here we are. And it's going to be some work trying to get him out of this. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Now it's really locked in. There we go. I don't know why that rubber band was there, but it was. But it does, and it is. But let's dive into the accessories first. 2 Fists of Fury on this one here. We got the 2 sweet hands here. Of course, he loves the 2 sweet hands. We know that, so we got that. And then we got the suck it hands here. He's ready to do the crotch chop. And I do like that we got different versions of hands here between the fist, the chop, and the 2 sweet hands. There's enough meat on the hand bone here where if I have to have 4 editions or at least 3 of these in my collection, I can at least mix up the hands on these guys. So there's going to be some differences there. I do appreciate that small little detail, but we do get the WCW World Cruiserweight Championship here. We don't see this very often. I think we've seen it with Rey Mysterio in the past, a few other times in the past, maybe not. But it does look nice here. It's always nice to get a title belt, especially a figure like this that we just recently got. At least we get a little bit of something extra with this one here. But hands and all that, we got it all going down, and now we're diving into 1/6 X-Pac, Sean Waltman, Lightning Kid, 1-2-3 Kid. He's got a lot of names, as we know. But new head sculpt here, and I don't understand the reasoning for the new head sculpt. I'm not sure if they just weren't happy with the old one. I'm not exactly sure what was going on with that, and I guess I could bring out old Syxx right now, if I could find him. Somewhere in this madness. Here it is, right here in front of my face. I got him throwing up the 2 sweet hands over here. But yeah, it's, I don't know. It's not terribly different, but it is different, a little bit different. I don't know. Interesting. Interesting to note the differences there, so is what it is. But diving into this here, it does look like Sean Waltman in the face. You got the goatee going on. 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth. Looks like, yeah, 2 ears poking through that hair, and he's got that long black hair going on, looking pretty good. 2 black elbow pads, 2 black wrist tapes there. 2 Fists of Fury. I think I might leave him in the Fist of Fury is where this one might just stay. He does got the singlet over the top. You do got a little bit of graphics there in the red and gold attack. Got the black knee pads looking good. You got the red kick pad boots down here looking nice as well in red with the gold trim. Not too bad there. Arms all the way around on him. Arms, of course, bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Same thing with this one over here. Hands removable back forth side to side. Head removable back forth side to side. Ab crunch. Waist articulation. Big old splits if you need them. Legs go up. Double jointed pinless knees, it looks like. Yep. Very rubbery in the knee pad department on this one. You do get the boot cut nicely hidden here. Ankles back forth side to side, up and down. Our usual articulation here with X-Pac in the Elite line here in 2025. And he should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using code Kyle to save 10%. What do you know? What do you know? But there's enough difference here. You got the different head on here. Actually, I think I prefer the old head, which is a little bit strange. But you got the different heads here. You can use the different hands. You get a title belt. And that's really about it. Everything else seems to be the same between these two. Strange. I would love to know. The devil is in the details. I would love to know the reasoning why this one got re-released so soon. Why does it now come with the title belt? Why does it have a different head? A lot of questions. A very mysterious figure, in all honesty. And if you're like me, you possibly may have 4 of these in your collection. So different hands, different title belts is a bit of a blessing. And I guess throw the WCW tag belt on him if you want to as well. But now we're going to dive into another one here that was just recently released. Chase Edition, extremely hard to find. Regular Edition I saw a couple of times out there, but much like Syxx, not the easiest figure to find in the Monday Night Wars this year, and getting a quick re-release, just like Syxx once again, in the Vault line here in Series 7. Just like him, Syxx being him, I would have liked a little more distance between it. Is what it is, though. You can't fight City Hall. Ringside exclusive, Elite Collection, WWE, True Effects, the Great Muta, an all-timer if there ever was one. The Great Muta on the side here. Great Muta on the side here. And check out my top 5 Great Muta figures of 2025 countdown. We did it on the channel a couple of weeks ago. Check it out if you missed it. Cross-sell, unboxing them all on the channel. Tail of the tape blurb. Let's see what it says about the Great Muta. Height 6'2", 230 pounds. Titles, WCW World Tag Team Champion with Vampiro once upon a time. Did you know, though the Great Muta's blinding green mist was his most iconic, he also sprayed different color mists, each having its own unique effect. How about that? The more you know. The more you know. Deadly red mist, green mist, blue mist, all kinds of mists under the rainbow. All kinds of tape on this one as well. Free the mist. Free the Muta. There it is. Packaging. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison for Great Muta, and he's locked in those pesky twist ties. Never keeping anybody down, especially a Great Muta. Diving into it. There's 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Oh my gosh, not the wrist too. Not the wrist. Very tight on this Muta here. And Muta, an all-time favorite of mine. Now, I'm going to be the first to admit I didn't get to see all the New Japan greatness over the years. I'd catch stuff, I'd tape trade, I'd get stuff. But in the 90s, I was doing more all-Japan tape trading. I like the hard-hitting style with Dr. Death over there, Masawa, Kobashi. That was my kind of stuff over there. But I did look at a few New Japan along the way, and I obviously saw Great Muta in his time in WCW, which this was based off of. But Great Muta to me is old school NWA TV title, feuding with Sting, see you later, part of Gary Hart's army, working with Terry Funk. That's my biggest Great Muta memories. Not that this isn't memorable, it just doesn't hit me in the same way. But I'm sure there's a whole generation where the first time they ever heard of the Great Muta was in the NWO. Is what it is, I guess. Now, we do got the crazy hands for him. We got the claw hand going on here. We got the loading up hands here. He's loading up the paint, the spray, the mist, whatever you want to call it. Two gripping hands out of the package. You got that white hand over here. We always do see. Same thing over here. NWO face paint. As far as Great Muta and his face paint over the year, probably the least iconic face paint for me personally. Maybe you're different once again, but it just seems too easy to put that NWO stuff on there. It's just not as intricate as I want it to be with Muta. Is what it is, though. He's part of the NWO Japan. He was part of the NWO over here in America as well. Got the tongue sticking out. A very small tongue on Mr. Muta here. He's no Gene Simmons at the end of the day. And he does got the blue tongue, so he's shooting out some blue mist, apparently. Or, yeah, it's possible, Todd McFarlane, he had a blue sucker before he went out. I'm not sure, but somebody fact check that. Do got New World Order on the chin strap there. NWO on the top. Blackface, always dangerous. Good thing he put a little bit of white in there, or who knows, he would have been canceled long ago. Black hair, long hair on here. You do get the Soft Goods NWO shirt. Once again, I always say it, make them as different as possible. Now, the Chase Edition had the different trunks, different face paint on that one, so that looks different right off the bat. You leave that one without the NWO shirt. You leave the other one with the NWO shirt on. I'm probably going to take this one on because I have it on a different shelf. I'll leave this one without a shirt in the NWO face paint. Trying to make them as different as possible. Different hands as well. Doing whatever I could possibly do to make these different. You guys know it's a stretch on this one here. A little harder to do. And I will mention, just like Syxx, you can get the Vault Chase Edition. You can do the same thing with Muta. That's money well spent, though. I do like that Chase Edition, so pick that up if you need that in your collection. Black tape on the forearms on this one here. You do get the black pants all the way down. You got the graphics on the side. Not sure what that says. Maybe Great Muta? Who knows? He does got Mothra on the side here. Repping Mothra, of course. Mothra versus Godzilla, an all-time matchup. Looking good in the wrist tape with some of that same graphics going on. You do got the chest hair on Muta. It is not real fur, Todd McFarlane. I know it's unfortunate, but it is not real fur chest hair on this one here. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Pinless elbows playing the hits here. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation. Ab crunch. Moving good. Leg goes up. No Vietnam bounce back. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees playing all the hits. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. So feeling pretty good over there. And then we should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using code Kyle to save 10%. He does got those weird boots, though, that are kind of curved in, almost like a ninja slipper. Almost like a ninja slipper. So only 1 foot is going to fit on the stand, but at least we got one on there right there. And then we got Muta over here. We got the regular edition for the Monday Night Wars line. No differences that I see between these two here. Same joint, same articulation, same skin tone color. Would have been cool if we could have got like a green tongue on this. Just a little bit of difference. A green tongue or something would have been nice. I don't know. Is what it is. I will say I do see one difference, and this could be just mine. Maybe it's all of them. On the paint that goes on the tights down here past the knee. On the old one, it goes a little bit longer than the new one. Very small difference there, but it is a difference nonetheless. I will display different hands on this one. One shirt on, one shirt off. Make them as different as possible, as we always do say. Interesting touch here. Interesting from the Vault series. Very controversial, I'll say as well. I think most people would say, hey, it's fine to re-release these. It's 50-50 on that point. But I think most people would agree, hey, I like this, but could we wait a little bit longer? Could we wait a little bit longer? There's a lot of great Rey Mysterios back today. Always picking on Rey Mysterio, but we got like that Flash Rey Mysterio. That would have been great for a line like this. Who knows? Maybe in 2026, we'll see what happens. But these ones just seem a little too soon for me. But I'm not going to speak for everybody. I'm sure there's somebody, I'm sure I'll hear it in the comments, that they missed out on these at their local Walmart or whatever. So kudos to them. They got a chance to get these as well. So it is what it is. Everything's a little controversial in its own way. But there it is, Syxx and the Great Muta. What's your thoughts on these two? Pickup, passes, long games, no games? Are you one of the ones that couldn't find it at Walmart? You're happy about this now? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. Check it out if you have not already. Sir Paul 64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which conveniently enough is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found, videocast on YouTube. So for Syxx, the Great Muta, NWO, and from the vault, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
Later!